we might see Pugner and CM actually support Medusa. It's going to be one of the ways it actually goes. And looks like everyone's actually starting to leave the game, so we're going to see a bit of a remake here. Our last pick is actually Shen. Shen comes up as the last pick, so the lineup will be Alchemist, Windrunner, SF, Chikira, and Shen for the Scourge. So with that, jump ourselves back here. Hi boys and girls, we're back again. So it's only taken us 15 minutes to get to this point, so for everyone who's watching the VODs, part 2 is where the game starts, or thereabouts. So Zoom mode rocks is the word. Just feels so, yeah, I don't know what the community wants, the community gets. That's what we're all about. Just gotta shove the window down a little bit there too. Game is rehosted. And we'll get ourselves back in again. Alright, so we'll see if YTV is actually going to work for us this time. Screw YTV. All the Shoutcasts I have been seeing crashing. What? Really? Oh, yes. Yeah, it crashes in every single freaking Shoutcast. That's why I've actually gone to a lot of the admins and gone, you know what? Please put me in the game because I don't trust YTV. Like, sometimes it works beautifully, a lot of the time it doesn't. And to actually hinge the back of a Shoutcast, like if MYM versus Shift actually went through to 70 minutes and then the YTV stream crashed about 5 minutes before the game was about to end, I've actually been in that position before and cried. Cried on stream. It was, yeah, I was not happy. I was not happy at all. Alright, so we will reload ourselves into this game in just a moment. So hopefully it won't be too bad. Actually, Lydusa, NSCM, Dread, Venom, Trilane. Let's see how we go. So we're going to go Dusa, CM, Veno, Trilane, you think? It's possible. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll check it out. Had a bit of a swap over. For some reason, Baby Nice deciding he wants to now play for the DTS side. Which could be a bit of a problem. While AA actually sits there on the Scourge side. So Baby Night needs to swap. And then we can get our last player in, which would be Holding Master. To try the YTV stream one more time. If it doesn't work, we will have a rehost, and then you'll find ourselves. I think get up like now. Yeah, you can switch. If it doesn't work, then we'll find a rehost, and Vlad will come and join me in the game. So a big shout out there to anybody who is listening to the English stream, who generally listens to the Russian stream with Vlad. Obviously, if you listen to Vlad. Simple way of putting it. So yes, big shout out to him for actually doing what he does as well. It is really, really good that there's just so many people out there shoutcasting right now. And a good thing that everyone's actually also joining me as well. So 1,600 people currently on the live stream here. Big shout out to everybody there, as well as Ghosty Gamers for letting me post up now. I have access to actually post up now, as well as actually having the embed stream up on the Farm4Fame. Thank you very much to all the admins that are actually there. So it is great to see the support coming out from the leagues as well, to the coverage, which the Shoutcasters do pump out. So big thank you for that. So we actually are loading ourselves into the game right now. So I want to check, so off we go, and into the game we go. So let's hope we all go off without a hitch and the YTV stream works. If not, we'll be having a bit of a rehost, but for now, we are off and running. So 0 apiece. And the call is just working, so we're good to go. It will go into AP mode, and Nino wants a shout out to himself. Well done. And shout out to Blow Me and JP. Alright, so off we go. Let's see who's playing what here. For Brownie Potatoes, heading straight towards the bottom lane is 3 heroes. We will actually have, well, Sunny's going to head down as Alchemist. Baby Knight will be playing as our SF. Space Ranger, that is Ducky, playing as our twin-headed dragon. And Sanya Bandit will be playing as Windrunner. That's 4 heroes heading towards the bot. And Shen is heading up towards his own neutrals. And it looks like he'll be going the way of the mid. And a bit of a scout around. The Vulture, the Crow already up from Brownie Potatoes. Just having a bit of a check around inside the neutrals and checking out if anybody is going to be moving down. Actually, no, he's just going to check the ward and sit there in a nice spot. Now he's moving himself across. Bit of spiking on the stream. Hope it's not going to be too bad. He jumps straight over the top and instantly the Vulture just heading himself back there. So Venomancer heading down the bottom lane. Dread playing as a Venomancer, joined by NS as the CM. Looks like you called it correctly. G is the Deucer. The Courier going in once again. Shield goes off, but in comes a stun already. Right on top of NS. The Scourge team have arrived. Still lagging up massively on the stream for myself. But now Puck, Illusionary Orbing over the top, brings down Alchemist. Not before CM actually goes down, but Light just claimed the first blood from this one. Jakiro trying to fall back. The Bistic Snake, it will bounce, will get the kill. Light gets a double kill now with Ducky going down. Shackle will hold the VS in... the Venomancer in place, but it is a 2-1 in the first game, and well, Ducky doesn't want to waste any time. He's already saving the game. 2-1. Yeah, it's, by the way, guys, it's actually not the stream that's lagging, it's actually myself. This is always a problem when you do actually trying to connect into European matches, and I'm guessing the international pipe's just having a bit of a hard time with that one, but hopefully it'll start to settle itself down. Alright, so now that everyone has started to settle themselves down, we'll look into the lanes of where everyone's going to go. So Baby Knight is going to join up towards the middle lane. Shen heading up, that's Shen heading up towards the top there. So Nino, the newest lineup player in the lineup. We want to put all the words correctly. Going up there, Space Ranger heading towards that middle lane. Wow, that is really starting to spike for me, which is not cool at all. Bottom lane will be Windrunner, Bandit by himself. Unless he does get a bit of support. Jakiro is actually going to stick there in the midsection for the moment. Or Jakiro, not Jakira. Jakiro. Yeah, so Venomancer will be on the bottom lane. So Dread, Deucer, CM appears to go for a bit of a wander. Still harassing that Courier down. Damn, that Courier's been everywhere from Nino. It's like, yes, no matter what happens, I'm going to use this Courier to scout. I'm going to check the runes. I'm going to do everything we need to do. CM's actually got the haste rune from the top lane. So there's our first second rune for that. Our 0-second rune. And C Blackett, yes, I do realise it's lagging. That's actually just me in the game. That's not anything else. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about that one, apart from tunneling the host, which we will have to do in our next game. So Puck and Alchemist having a go at the top. Wow, spiking something chronic at the moment. Alright, we'll just give us a sec and we'll see if we can just tunnel the host up. So we will be losing vision for just a moment.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, the host is tunnel, but that's literally all I can do for now. Hopefully she doesn't actually go any worse, but Paul's coming out from AA. Yes, he needs a second as well. See if we can actually get my ping to the server. Should be interesting. Generally, if it's actually like 400, it's actually okay. But if it goes above that, that's when we generally seem to have a couple of issues. So, yeah. All about going through Greener right now. So, sorry, G. Oh, sorry, G. All right, so we're going to go and get ourselves back in this game. So it is 2-1 right now. As we rally ourselves back in again, let's check out as Puck and Jakiro just having a bit of fun up here on the top lane. Oh, in comes Shen just at the right time, lagging over the top, and Light just managed to get himself out of trouble. And that's why Puck generally goes solo lane. You throw Light up there into the solo lane, and he doesn't really have to worry too much because he does actually have that illusionary orb, and then he can just either jaunt to the back of it and get himself out of trouble on that top. And of course, Shen want to try and come through and actually get that stomp off, but phase shift does protect you when that happens. Looks like Windrunner, and there's what I talked about. Windrunner's going to get killed on the bottom lane. Banter. It is Santa being caught into the back area. Look for the Frost. Actually going to try and put it on the back of Venomancer. Dread does get the last kill there. So they'll be quite happy with that one. And it's not even just a harassment that's just coming out from VS. It's actually the entire tri lane there. It's just so much. Venomancer is a great harasser early on, and it just allows Deucer to free farm that bottom lane very, very easily. Top lane getting nailed pretty hard right now. Nino's going to just send down a Furbolg there. Wants to get a stun off on Light, at least one hit to try and stop that healing salve from actually going off. Actually now does get the hit off, and will probably lose that Furbolg for doing so. No, it's just enough life for actually fall back there.
A player's forces are
And yeah, so we do actually have Jakira falling back. By the way, guys, if you're actually wondering why the Russian stream is actually going to be a higher quality than mine, that's just because I'm on Australian internet. It's the only reason. It's the only reason. Yeah, so I'm going to throw that one out there. Venomenter throws down a sentry ward. Don't know if it's actually going for de-warding there, so a little bit interesting there from Dread to throw that guy out. So he's just having a bit of a check. He's got his own sentry wards up on the side there, so making sure there's no vision whatsoever of him pulling this one off, or any vision at all for a gank on the side. Doesn't have his own ward up, actually keeping the watch actually there. So well, we have Ducky's ward there, and NS's ward watching the Windrunner's movement. So CM can keep permanent tabs there on the Windrunner. And while that happens, Deucer is still free farming on that bottom lane. Probably just going to keep on farming until she well, gets pressured enough to have to buy up more items. They got boots, slippers, agility, bottle being run on her as well. Almost up to level 6 that Deucer is. Windrunner now moving himself in towards that bottom, and we'll pick up the invis rune. Nothing they can do about that one. And actually doesn't even bottle it because he has no bottle, so just use it the old-fashioned way. Shen moving back on the top lane now, as we have already lost that tier 1 tower on the top lane. So there is enough support and pressure to actually push out this top lane as much as they want to. While it's happening, they're still going to be careful though. Like that tri lane is having a great old time up on the top, and they're getting a lot of farming, a lot of pressure put up there. But Deucer is still free farming this bottom lane with Venomancer there too. And when Venomancer decides to actually, well, Plague Wards, they are at level 1 by the looks of it at the moment. Once they get up to level 2, level 3, level 4, you can literally just lock it all down. And even then, use them now, as they're doing, to push out this bottom lane. And they'll claim this tier 1 tower very easily. Windrunner can't stop this one. This creep wave will die pretty fast as well. As like even just the Vibe Strike coming right over the top there. Wants to try and get rid of everything. Mystic Snake helps out. And now they can actually destroy the tower. And while the tower actually even then, tier 2 tower on the top lane is actually getting killed here. So there's a bottom lane push to a top lane push. Bottom lane push taking a little bit longer to do so, but Deucer is now up to level 6. And now Frost goes out on Band. He's going to be careful. Plague Ward, Mystic Snake will bounce out as well. It will bounce, actually hit off Jakira. No, it won't. He'll be actually fine, and the Creep Wave will actually push through, but still drops Windrunner down to a B-stick of HP. He can't get too close to that one. And if Venomancer had an ulti, that battle would have gone completely differently, but he's only up to level 3 right now. We're only 5 minutes and a bit into this game, so you can't really ask too much of it right now, as the boys just rotate themselves around, buy up a couple of items. So boots for both CM as well as Veno. They want to be on those front lines. They want to be moving nice and fast. SF still free farming up that mid lane. Up to 1,400 gold on the back of him too. Interesting to see what type of item build he does go at the moment with slippers and boots. And running that bottle. Still got the healing salve on top of him. Mystic Snake bouncing off once again, and that's what you'll be really careful of, Windrunner. He will be forced to run all the way back right now. Can't stay close enough. It's just a great pusher. It's a great harassment too. Oh, CM picks up an illusion rune. Might see a bit of a pressure on the mid here. G's actually lagging up right now, which is not a good thing. Save game did actually happen just after the first blood. There's been nothing since then. We've seen 3 towers being pushed since then, so maybe a save game after that one. Please tell me he's saving is the question from Holy Master. Because if he's not, it means we're just lost a little bit. Not going to drop is the call from DTS, so that is it. Now I'm going to lag up as I try and